Hey, so I recently got asked about chip out, especially with some of the harder, more dense exotic hardwoods. Whenever you're milling something or cutting something, you don't want to cut or mill uphill. What does that mean? For example, let's look at this piece of wingate, and as you can see with the streaks, the grain is kind of going diagonally this direction, right? You have the lines that kind of come up from here to here, for example, is one line like this, down and further and further. So the grain is going this way. So when you mill or cut, if your blade is running this way, you want to follow that grain. Again, the grain's kind of pointing like this. So picture little spikes sticking out angled this way. And I know there's not spikes, but just picture the grain doing like that. When you mill or grain, you want, or mill or cut, you want to move your board against the blade or the bit this direction. Go that way so that those spikes are kind of going, the blade is smoothing out the spikes of the wood grain that way. I know that's a weird way to explain it, but picture the other way around. If you had the grain facing this way, your blade is going to snap and grab on all those little spikes sticking out since they're aiming this way. So that's called cutting uphill or milling uphill. You do not want to do that. You want to go with the grain. So picture it that when you're milling something, pushing it through a planer, a joiner, a saw blade, whatever it is, make sure that the wood grain is angled from the top to the bottom, angled back against you. So picture a ramp in front of you, if you will. So in this case, again, going this way, you want to have, turn it like this so that the lines are going this way, kind of a ramp in front of you. That will prevent a lot of the chip out and the tear out, and honestly, a lot of the wear and tear on your machines, and possibly even some crazy sounds that you'll get from your machines if you do try to mill or cut uphill.